you know, like Big Dusty Rhodes, I loved Dusty Rhodes to death. A lot of people didn't like him. I mean, I like Virgil. I mean, he was funny. Then he could work, he could talk. And when we were in here, most of the time he worked with Lawler.
Yeah.
That basically, or if they worked with Bill Dundee, it was to get them ready for Lawler.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind doing 30 years of that for Lawler because we all ate.
Yeah.
So they would, I'd wrestle them first, maybe they'd beat me, then they'd go on to Lawler. People said, oh, Lawler will kill him. Sell out. That's what we was all hoping for, more money. So I had no problem with Big Dusty. When I went to work at WCW, he was the head honcho. Eric Bischoff was supposed to be, but that's another kettle of fish.
We'll get into that in a little bit. There's a story in your book that I'm sure hurt Dusty's egos a bit. You said that you were recognized in the Carolinas by a truck driver.
Oh yeah, that was funny too. This is the first time I've ever heard him say this, and I've heard Dusty say everything. We go in there and the guy's, Superstar, he's shaking hands with me, you can cut the cuss word out, right? If I say a cuss word, is the thing.
I can bleep it.
Yeah, so we're sitting there, so the guy talking to Big Bill Dundee, and I said, you know my buddy here? And he went, the guy looked at him, he said, no, I'm afraid I don't. And the dream went, I'm the American Dream. Rhodes. He said, what do you do, live in a cave? You ain't got a TV? And he went on with a whole interview like that to the guy.
Yeah.
I said, he just didn't recognize you. He said, everybody recognizes me, or words to that effect. It was funny, and Dusty made it funny. But the guy, he knew me, and he didn't know Big Dust. In the Carolinas, for God's sake.
Was it Dusty that brought you into the Crockett's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got along good with him. I mean, but you have to know how he is. Dusty's a one-guy booker. He books him. He doesn't care about the rest of them. He looks after Big Dust.
Yeah.
He's the main event, and he's looking after the main event. You know, so and the rest of us fill in. And that's why you have assistant bookers, and you have guys helping you in the office, so they can do what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So when I worked for Jarrett, or I never did it. I always wanted to be the guy having my finger on everything. So, but Big Dust had his way of doing things, and that was all right. He made a lot.